So tell me, Abby, why do you think your doctor sent you to the sleep clinic?
Well, I feel tired at school. It's hard to wake up.
I've been finding her very irritable during the day, a little bit cranky, falling asleep in the afternoon. And when she's sleeping, she's snoring. And sometimes I hear her gasp for breath.
Sounds a lot like she might have obstructive sleep apnea. So the only way for us to know for sure is to do something called a sleep study. So I'll go ahead and get that organized.
What's a sleep study?
A great question. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So one of the days after dinner, when we arrange it, you'll come with your mom or your dad to the sleep lab so that we can get information while you're sleeping. And then in the morning, you get to go home.
Sounds just like a sleepover. You love sleepovers. You can bring your pillow and your book and make yourself comfortable.
So a sleep study test is to look for any problems that occur during sleep, such as sleep apnea. And sleep apnea occurs when you snore and may have pauses in breathing during the night, causing sleep fragmentation.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Sleep Lab. My name is Colin. I'll be your sleep technologist tonight. I'll be taking care of you.
So what the sleep study test will do, we'll put a band around the chest to look for breathing movements.
The thing about them is they have to be relatively tight because they're a lot easier to loosen once they're on you than to tighten them. So I'm going to make it pretty tight, but then we'll loosen it until you're comfortable. Okay?
So what the sleep study test will do is we will put EEG leads on the head to measure the brain waves. We'll also put on EKG leads to measure the heart rate and the rhythm. And we'll put on a probe on the finger to measure oxygen levels.
The goal for our sleep study is generally to determine whether a child has sleep disorder breathing and to what degree.
At that point, we would determine the best management plan for the patient, be it surgical or therapeutic.
So if your child is diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea, the first step would be to move forward with an ear, nose, and throat assessment for the size of the adenoids and tonsils. And if in fact the adenoids and tonsils are enlarged, then we would recommend an adenotonsillectomy.
In general, after the tonsils and adenoid being removed, we'll do another sleep study 4 to 6 months after the surgery to see if the surgery fixed the problem completely.
See anything throughout the night? Mama's right there. You can wake her up, tell her to come get me. If you don't feel comfortable coming out in the hallway, there's a little button right there. Just press that little button on the wall. That sends a beep into my office if you need anything, okay? Also, you are on candid camera tonight. I will be watching you sleep. I will be checking in on you to make sure you're safe and that sort of thing, okay? Abby, good morning. How did you sleep? How do you feel right now? Good? You ready to get all that stuff off your face?
If still there are problems with sleep apnea, we will bring the family to the clinic to discuss other treatment options.